In Buffalo, New York, the National Professional Soccer League All-Star Game, the 8th annual, the National Division and the American Division will battle it out for bragging rights. Tonight we're very proud to be on ESPN, the Total Sports Network. Here's how the National Division will line up tonight. Jamie Swanner in his 8th All-Star appearance in goal. Tim Runford and Sean Bowers will be there defensively. Goran Hunyak in the middle with Pato Marhetic and Brian Haynes up front. The coach of the National Division is Zoran Savic. For the American Division, here's how they'll line it up. Otto Orff will be in goal, his first All-Star appearance. Denzel Antonio and Richard Chinapu defensively. Paul Doherty in the midfield. Zoran Karic and Hector Marinero up front. Dave McWilliams will be the head coach of the American Division from the Baltimore Spirit in his first All-Star coaching debut. Here's the officials tonight. Something different in the league. Richard Herron. There you see him with Mike Kennedy and Sid Goodrich. The league trying 3 officials on the floor to see if it enhances the entertainment value. And we're underway at the odd. The 8th annual. The American Division will be wearing white. The National Division in red. We're underway in this gala event in the league, the best the NPSL has to offer. There's Ed Vasinik along with Art Kramer, a 4-time All-Star. Artie, give us a quick synopsis on what you think is going to happen here today.
You heard the players in the opening, Ed. This is not your typical All-Star talk. You heard Doherty mention nerves and adrenaline, and then Swanner comes out and flat out says, hey, we want to win.
Here comes the American Division on the attack, led by Hector Marinero. He's got Zoran Karic on his right. Shoots and scores!
Well, Jamie Swanner's looking for some help defensively already. That took all of 48 seconds. And you saw the dynamic duo, Hector Marinero and Zoran Karic, a classic Cleveland crunch 2-on-1 break. And watch Hector do it all here. Hunyak has to make a decision, cover Zoran or go to Hector. He left Hector come through the middle.
Watch the finish by Marinero with the right foot. He's got all the time he wants, and for Marinero, he bagged his 7th All-Star goal. The leading scorer in the league, Hector Marinero, with 193 points for the Cleveland Crunch. Ball in the National Division end. Make that the American Division end, and they'll move it out. Ian Frazier of the Kansas City Attack to his attack teammate, Wes Wade, and stolen by the American Division. Played up front by Canton's Marcelo Carrera. Jamie Swanner will knock it out and get it back from Ian Frazier. Swanner will go long looking for Wes Wade. Harrisburg's Richard Chinapu breaks that up. And Marcelo Carrera on the ball once again. He's run off by Wes Wade. Ian Frazier will play it up front. Richard Chinapu will be there once again. Chinapu, 37 years old, making his 2nd All-Star appearance. I want to remind you that Greg Mace will be with us as well. Greg will be on the field and through the stands bringing us reports all evening long. American Division breaking things up. On the foot of Detroit's Sean Bowers. Hour of power. Lance Johnson of Baltimore in the corner. He helps win it away to Marcelo Carrera. And here comes the American Division with Zoran Karic. Gets around Marhetic, shoots and scores!
Well, the Z-Man with a classic move to his left and a great finish with the left foot. Zoran, normally a great ball striker with his right foot, shows you his versatility as he gets by the Magic Man. And just a great finish off that left post.
Watch it again. Pato Marhetic not normally in that position. Zoran Karic, the MVP of the 1993 All-Star Game. And with that goal, the reaction from the American Division bench, another 2-pointer. They lead it 4-0. We'll return. We're back in Buffalo. The American Division has shot out early on Zoran Karic's goal. It comes at 5:19 from Marcelo Carrera. Artie, the AD is taking the early lead.
Well, I tell you what, these Buffalo fans saying to themselves, do we actually have to cheer for Karic?
Let's go down to the floor and see what Greg Mace has for us.
Ed Wood, the manager, scored the goal. Zoran Karic, a good start for you guys.
Yeah, it's a great start, 4-0, and I think it's a great game, and You know, if you keep going like this, it'd be great. So.
Everybody talked about how much fun you're going to have. It's really intense down here early, wouldn't you say?
It is. I mean, you know, last time we lost against them, so, you know, it's a payoff. We got to, you know, it's outfield, home field, so, you know, we should win this game. You know, we're looking forward to win.
Thanks, Zorn. His team's up 4-0, Ed.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Zorn Carriage, now the all-time leader in NPSL All-Star Games with 15 points. There you see his running mate in Cleveland, Hector Marinero.
And Buffalo and Cleveland have developed quite a rivalry over the last couple seasons. And as I mentioned, these Buffalo fans feeling a little strange to cheer for Mr. Carriage.
Quaffs tonight. Wes Wade of the Kansas City Attack.
His Adidas bandana.
Wes will leave it out for Knowles, and now Gordon Hunyak across the box. There's Wes Wade and Devin Hall, the National Division, on the board with a two-pointer.
Well, the two Kansas City players hooking up there nicely as Hunyak finds Wes Wade. Nice ball by Hunyak to play to the far post. And the old veteran, Wes Wade.
Gordon Hunyak will get the assist. A second All-Star point. And with that National Division goal, we'll take a break. It's a 4-2. America spending some high company with another goal scorer.
And with Wes Wade who just scored the goal. You guys back on the board here. Nice goal.
Yeah, you know, I was wide open. Gordon found me wide open at the far post. If I missed that one, I shouldn't be playing in this game.
Tell me what it's like playing in your first All-Star game with all these great players so far.
Actually, you know, so far we're a little sluggish, but, you know, we'll come out and start playing together. We haven't played with each other, so we're a little lost. We'll come out good.
All right, confidence, and these guys are very confident. From the bench, 4-2, Wes Wade has got his team back in the game.
And boy, he didn't waste any time getting back on the floor.
Mace is down there messing up the line. Wade was supposed to be on the field. Greg Mace called him off.
We will be moving ahead in our coverage of the NPSL All-Star Game between the National Division and the American Division from the Odd in Buffalo. Some Marine reservists out on the floor between the first and second quarter of play here. They entered the building kind of unusually from the ceiling.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Having some fun. Let's go down to Greg Mace now. He's got a couple of pretty proud parents. Greg?
Very proud parents. The parents of goalkeeper Otto Wolf, Judy and Otto Wolf, who are, of course, from nearby Elma, New York, a suburb of Buffalo, and this has to be a great thrill for him to be able to play before all of his friends here in really your home building.
It certainly is. To make the All-Star team is an honor in itself, but to be right here in Buffalo playing with us here, it's fantastic.
Now, Dad, let me ask you a question, because you've got to be pretty nervous up in the stands watching your son get nailed by 50 and 60 mile per hour shots. Do you get nervous?
Not as much as his mother does. He really gets into it.
Are you nervous today, Judy?
Yes. My heart's pounding.
So a great thrill for your family, and you also have Otto's 89-year-old grandmother here as well, Rose, and all of your kids intently watching. So that's the whole fourth rooting section up here in Section 28, and Otto's given up 4 goals, but looks to come back in the second half. Ed?
Thanks a lot, Greg. There's a good look at Otto. He's very excited about playing in this game, and are just one of the many family things going on here for this All-Star game and in Buffalo.
This is a family affair here at the Odds today. You got the Pikazinski brothers, Otto and his family. Great.
Otto off busy setting up his wall. He has Marinero and Doherty there. Sean Bauer's right footer, and Marinero at the block.
His second block in the last minute. Hector doing it at both ends.
I know if you talk to Hector Marinero, a lot of times he doesn't talk about all the goals and assists he gets, but he goes, look at my block column. Look at my block total. He doesn't like those people that say he doesn't play defense. He goes, take a look at my blocks. There he is with Paul Doherty into the corner. And Joey Kirk got a shot off that Otto kicked aside, but another restart will happen.
Third time's a charm. What happens on this restart?
Otto at the near post, making sure all of his defenders are in the correct spot, but they move the ball out to the top of the beat.
For Wade to play this one to Brian Haynes. Set up that big left footer.
Three-man wall now. Wade with the fake. Haynes left footer. He scores. Hat trick for Brian Haynes.
doubt, go with what you know best, and that's the two teammates from Kansas City. See Wade just beautiful touch pass, and Haynes is on fire. The hat trick for Brian.
10 straight points for the National Division. They have erased a 4-0 deficit. Here's another look from the other side. Watch Haynes tee it up. Curled it nicely. And I'd say there was a little pace on that ball. Brian Haynes now with 3 2-point goals. That comes at 1:25 of the second quarter. Westway will pick up the assist. He's now got 3 points. As Art told you, the Kansas City attack well represented. Right now, the attack sitting in a first-place tie with the St. Louis Ambush and the National Division of the NPSL. Got the red basket. The American Division hurries. They can have a 3-on-2, but it's a 2-on-3. Carrera left footer, he scores! Oh, baby!
Well, patented Marcelo Carrera, the maestro. Nice little move on Kim Ruckvad. Takes it to his left foot, and watch the finish. Hey, that ball may have been deflected there, Ed.
Carrera, number 10 in the league with 113 points.
Hard to tell. Bowers was there. May have screened Swanner.
I think it was just an outside of the foot whack from Marcelo. It comes at 3:10. Otto Orff gets the assist. Here's the duo. Zoran Karic scores. The American Division has scored 2 quick ones, and it is now a 2-point game at 10-8. Zoran Karic knocks it home from Hector Marinero.
Hector slipped it through Wes Wade's legs to set that one up. And I thought Swanner had made a good play defensively, but Hector got it by him, and then Zorn was there for the finish. Right there, thought Jamie had it.
Zoran Karic with a pair of 2-point goals. Z has played only 20 games this season.
2-1-0, not a whole lot Jamie can do here.
Westlake got a piece of it, not enough. The American Division is now within 2 after that Karic goal, and will return. The game provided us with 51 points, a lot of records set. There's a rundown, goals and a half, most assists, the whole schmear. There is a guy here this evening who has made his way into the record book with 3 first-half goals, and Greg Mace is with Brian Haynes.
Brian Haynes, who has the 3 goals. What's going on? You playing in the zone or something here?
No, everything I seem to hear is going into that. I don't know. I'm probably lucky, I guess. But it's fun. The guys, the passes you get when you play the All-Star game, are great passes always. And I got 3 good ones, and we put them away.
Tell me a little bit about the pace of this game, because you guys open up a lead, they come back. There's so many great players on this game, on this field. Nobody's going to be able to pull away.
It's funny because you think you score 2 or 3 goals, all of a sudden Zoran comes back, scores one, Hector scores one, and the game's tight again. But the pace of the game is pretty fast, I think, for the whole of the game. But it shows the intensity that people want to come out here and play. It's a good audience here tonight. We're going to play some good soccer for them.
All right, Brian Haynes got 3 goals, looking for a 4th from the bench. Ed?
Thanks, Greg. Brian Haynes missed all but 13 games last season with a broken ankle, and it sure is nice to see him back. Here comes Brian Haynes. Look out, he's got a hot foot. Tries it right this time and scores.
Hey, there's the record. Haynes, 4 goals in 1 half. And showing us a little bit different, the right foot. He ties the record for most goals in an All-Star game. He can't believe it. You heard him tell Mace, hey, better lucky than good, but a lot of skill Brian Haynes possesses.
He's a left-footed player. He cracked it with the right side that time. He's got 8 points, 4 goals. That 8 points has to be charging close to a record. There you see Chinnipu trying to shut him down. He's hit everything on the screws tonight.
If I remember correctly, and I think David Doyle from St. Louis had 10 points in last year's All-Star game in the first half.
There's a look at Brian Haynes. That was a 3-point goal. He now Instead of the 8 points, give him. Leave it to Matt Knowles. To his left, takes the shot. Marinero and Johnson there defensively. Nice takeover by Joey Kirk. Slip and slide. Knowles, one-timer. Look out. Still scores on the bicycle. Wow. Kenny Snow decided his leg was feeling a little bit better. Comes off the bench and knocks one in. Good work that time by Knowles and Joey Kirk. Keeping possession. Otto can't come up with that shot. Kenny Snow having a great year for Chicago. 104 points, ranks him 13th in league scoring. Watch it again. He's wide open. Sets his sights. Wasn't quite a full bicycle, but it was up there. It's a 15-8 lead for the Nationals over the Americans. And with this Kenny Snow goal, we will hit. So Zoran Karic will go one-on-one against Jamie Swanner. Now here's the deal. You get 5 seconds from that yellow line to put it past the goalkeeper. It's worth 1 point should he score. Zoran 10 of 20 on the year on shootouts. You'll see him try to possibly take him on the dribble instead of shooting first time. This being an all-star game. He has to wait for the whistle. They'll move in against Swanner. Tried to meg him. Got the rebound. Looped it. Didn't make it. It wouldn't have made it had it made it over the... Now, I told you should have tried to dribble him. Shinapoo looking at you. Both those guys with that double shot. Doherty. Randy scores! Well, that'll bring the hometown fans onto their seats as the Buffalo native, Randy Pikuzinski. You know, and this guy is so underrated. And the engine room of this Blizzard team just redirects that one in with the left foot. Fans here in Buffalo love this guy. Does all the little things that no one sees, digging balls out of the corner, getting back defensively. Randy won 4 championships as a member of the Canton Invaders. His first All-Star appearance, 8th year in the league. Great steal by Carrot to the step-over move. Oh, he couldn't beat Swanner, though. That would have been a Balls of Fire highlight. A little razzle-dazzle. Out come the Nationals back. Marhetic sets up shop. Russ Tuffet on the foot of Bauer. 31-year-old. Beat ambush. There's a tangle. Gorn coming ahead. Oh! Too much pace on that pass for Bauer. Warren again seems to have turned it up a bit, tries to play the fourth. Knowles is there to get it back to Swanner.
Oh, look at that distance.
Looks like Otto got away with a handball.
Well, the National Division certainly wanted to call there. Here's the Pikuzinski's 2-on-1.
Randy on the ball. The Rudy, what times it doesn't get over the goal line.
Rudy, not much of an angle there to finish that one. Randy lifting that ball a little bit. I'm sure Rudy would have preferred that one on the carpet.
It's a 15-10 lead for the Nationals, and we're moving down to the final minute of play in the first half. Here's Glenn Carbonera. It's Rudy. Those two guys played together in Cleveland.
We had 50 points scored last year. And right on pace at 25 here.
There's a steal. Kirk on a semi-break. Tried to cut it back, but it was in traffic. Joey had some space to go to
a little too unselfish that time by Joey.
And now the counter for the Americans. The maestro, Marcelo, waits for help. Chips it right side. A race for the ball, and Swanner will win it. Snow putting pressure on Antonio. Central. A nice collection and shield. Stolen by Snow. He comes ahead, tries to slip it in short side. Otto got shot. Enough. Goes long range. Rudy in front of goal. Punched away. Marinero on the loose ball. Chittipu, look out. Across the goal. And Rudy was unable. Good work that time by Rudy without the ball. Back heel, missed wide by Chittipu. The Americans looking for something here. And they'll get it. Oh, baby.
Talk about chances.
If that was a real game, you wouldn't see that smile. And a real game, I mean, counts in the standings. Oh, what a great ball. You don't see the league's leading scorer, Hector Marinero, miss those off.
And Rudy's saying, what do I got to do to get an assist here, guys?
Chittipu and Marinero heading to the locker room. And here's what we'll see coming up after the break. Tony Miola with some thoughts, very interesting thoughts, as a matter of fact. Greg Mace will be coming around, and then we'll go in the locker room. All at half of this 8th annual NPSL All-Star. Greg Mace, of course, will be along with us. There's the score. New goalkeepers for the second half. First for the American division, there you see Scoop Stanisic of the Harrisburg Heat. There's his record. Scoop replacing Carlos Pena of the Dayton Dynamo. And for the national division of the Detroit Rockers, Brian Finnerty. Finnerty also a replacement is Victor Noguera of the Milwaukee Wave, unable to make it to the All-Star game due to injury.
Some good goalies around the league. Another guy in Kansas City who's leading all goalkeepers, Warren Westcoat.
But I don't want to make it sound like these guys don't deserve to be here, because both Stanisic and Finnerty having fabulous. And Hector Marinero is not a piece here. And here is Marinero. Right, but he scores!
Woo! Good timing that time, Ed. Talking about Hector in the threes, and I think he was just inside the arc. This will probably be 2, but Hector opens the game with an early goal and now opens the second half. 45 seconds in.
Marinero now with a pair of 2-point goals and an assist. He's got 5 points tonight.
Watch it again. Hector, one of the best ball strikers in the NPSL, and just inside that arc.
Tough way to start for Brian Finnerty. You talked about it, Art, that, it's nice to get that first save under your belt. Well, Brian didn't have that. The American division. Handed a note that I'll give it to my sister. It's Kevin Sloan.
What a nice play by Sloan to fake a back heel pass. That got the defender to bite, and then Sloan just pulled the trigger. What's the fake back heel right there, and that's where Pato hit on that move.
Kevin Sloan of the Baltimore Spirit. And that makes it a 1-point lead for the Nationals. And the difference right now is the 3-point goal by Brian.
Plays on Canada's World Cup team. Telling me they played Brazil, tied them 1-1. Quite a thrill for Ian.
Rudy in the box. He scores!
The Buffalo boys bringing them back. Dougherty to Pikuzinski, and Rudy Pikuzinski through the 5-hole. Rudy, one of the best players in the box in the NPSL.
As far as I'm concerned, he was the NPSL in the mid to late 80s.
3 straight years he won the MVP. Doing it again here today.
As the American division has ripped off 8 straight points, they lead for only the second time of the game. We will be moving ahead in our coverage of the NPSL All-Star game between the National Division and the American Division from the Odd in Buffalo. Well, this has been a fun weekend, no question about it. The 8th annual NPSL All-Star Game. Some of the fun happened at the All-Star Banquet last night. when Kevin Flynn entertained with the keynote speech. Kevin, a former NPSL player. He did some stuff for the World Cup. Your thoughts so far on everything that's happened?
It's been a great day. It really has been. It's put on a great show for fans. Big show. It looks great, as usual.
Now, you played in this league. Jog any memories?
Long time ago with this guy.
Jog any memories at all?
Tell him who you played for, by the way. Kalamazoo Kangaroos. I kid you not. There really is a Kalamazoo, and there was a kangaroo at one time. So.
And the other team was the Fort Wayne Flames.
Fort Wayne Flames.
And
they're not there either, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me. I think I might join a club they followed.
Did you play with Otto Wolf?
I played with Otto. I think Artie probably has a couple of tattoos on his leg. Than me. A couple guys are still left in the league that I played with.
There's a 2-on-1 break. Randy at the D.
Randy was one of them.
The carriage tees it up. Oh, it hit the inside of the post. Greg Mace is roaming around. There's a good look at Mark Moser. Moser from the St. Louis ambush. Got himself a 2-point goal this evening. Rose, give and go. Doherty scores! Fine one-touch passing from the Americans, and they get a late one in the quarter and lead it by a deuce.
And the Buffalo boys here in the third. Paul Doherty knocks one home on a nice one-touch pass from Rose. Look at that one-touch pass, and then Doherty puts it through the defender's legs. It's been a long quarter for the Goose.
Watch that touch. Knowles got out. Leg lifted up, and it slid home for Paul Doherty. A goal and 2 assists, 4 points, and Dennis Brose gets on the score sheet. There you see the time. And we've already had 38 points scored before the fourth quarter has even started.
In the American Division on a 12-0 run, Ed.
Wes Wade. To Mark Moser in the corner. Stanisic out. Good help there from Glenn Carbonera. Moser trying to steal one, and a foul will be called against the Americans. A quick war story or two, Kevin, from your days in the NPSL?
Well, the one I told last night was I threw one punch in this league, and I'm not proud of it. I was so mad at the kid, I threw the punch and missed him and hit myself in the nose. It was the end of my fighting days here. The thing I remember about Kalamazoo, that arena was so cold playing that way. Playing on an ice cube track.
And K-Wing Stadium, right?
Yeah, K-Wing Stadium. Right, the ice used to go underneath the turf sometimes. And right, you would slide it actually underneath the turf to ice your ankle early.
The good old days. 7 seconds. There's a head ball attempt by Moser. He hit the post. And the horn sounds. We're through 3 quarters, and the Americans with a 2-point lead. Kevin, thanks for stopping up. It was a lot of fun. And
I'm going to go put the boots on, maybe play in the last quarter.
There you go. You can sneak in and talk to Greg Mace. We're going to go to a break. We've got a 2-point lead for the Americans over the Nationals and the 8th annual NPSL.
The massive Memorial Auditorium stands here. We have found the commissioner of the National Professional Soccer League, Steve Paxos. What a great showcase this has been for your players.
Well, this is great. 20 to 18, it's going to be a high-scoring game, and a lot of the American kids get a chance to see what they can do when they grow up in the future.
And we talk about expansion. You got a group from Philadelphia. Looks like we're going to get in the league as well.
We're very excited. Philadelphia made application yesterday at the board meeting, and we're expecting to review it and maybe award a franchise for the 96-97 season and play at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, and we're very excited about that.
Well, one city that does have a team next year, Tampa St. Petersburg, a very familiar face to soccer fans, longtime coach at Baltimore, Kenny Cooper. A lot of people, when they go into a city, would say, why that city? We know why you're going to Tampa. What great weather, great soccer town.
It's a tremendous area. Tampa Bay, St. Pete. It's a dynamic area that's growing. The ice hockey's done fabulous. The Storm, Arena Football, of course, National Professional Soccer League. What more can you ask for? Indoor soccer, it's a kick on the AstroTurf, as I like to tell people. We're looking forward to it.
And you'll have to build a team from scratch.
Absolutely from scratch. We've got a great ownership group. Bill Collins in the communications business, Tony Agnew, a sports attorney, and myself. So we're going to give it our best shot. We're looking forward to it, Greg.
Kenny, I know everybody is looking forward to going to Tampa to see that great weather. Kenny Cooper, Steve Paxos, thanks a lot. Fourth quarter, Ed.
Thanks a lot, Greg. And as we return, you see Matt Knowles being snuffed by Scoop Stanisic on a shootout, penalty against the American division. So it's going to be the first time we'll get to see the National Division power play unit, and it's a potent one.
Yeah, no question about it. Marhetic on the top, Ruttven and Haynes. On each side of him, Matty just kind of trips on the carpet there. He's made a lot of goalies look foolish with that.
Running in spurts, and the American division has been on a long spurt starting with the beginning of this half. They outscored the Nationals 10-3 in the third quarter. They own a 2-point lead. There you see Scoop Stanisic. Art, Scoop's real name?
Vojislav.
Vojislav Stanisic is correct.
Hey, you want to get under Scoop's skin, you just take that doll and hide it on him. If I were the National Division, I'd think about doing that right now.
That could be a declaration of war. Here's Marinero. Chips it to Carrot. Sizes it up and scores. Wow.
How'd that ball squeeze through the Goose's legs there?
Zoran Carrot on 4 goals and 8 points. Hector Marinero picks up his 3rd assist. He's got 7 points. Finnerty was probably expecting it anywhere else but between his legs.
A nice ball that time from Marinero to loft it over Ian Frazier's head.
The eye contact communication between those two guys is unbelievable.
And great thought process from Zoran to put it on target, not overstriking the ball. You see, 4 goals tonight. He's tied the record set earlier by Brian Haynes.
6:44 the time of the goal, and it's now a 4-point lead for the Americans. Hector Marinero, I said, with 3 assists, he's really gone out of his way this year to increase his assists.
And Scoop got away with a handball outside the box that time.
Maybe a 4th official. There is Marhetic. Got run off the ball. There's Joey Kirk. Marinero has 43 assists this year. Here's Kevin Stone. He's got a goal tonight. Look at Hector and Zoran, the dynamic duo, as Haynes comes back, takes the shot, pulls it back into space. Now Wade tees it up one time where he missed. Knowles in the box. Great composure. But he couldn't get it through a triple team. Look at the composure from Chinapu.
And look at 5 white jerseys back in the box defending for the American division. You don't think these guys want to win?
Here's Paul Doherty. Fowler over and back. It's a foul and a quick restart. It catches the Nationals upfield. Carrera, saved by Finnerty. Got a right arm out. He springs the counter. But Sean Bowers, look out. He's got a cannon. Sean tees it up. Just missed wide. Really didn't strike that well when you measure it up against what Bowers can do. There's 4 against 3 for the red-clad Nationals. Kansas City's Goran Honjek to Wichita's Kim Rundven. That's Wade of the attack. Sean Bowers, the defending defender of the year. Here's Honjek on his way to go. Hit in by Mark Moser. Sweet stuff.
Scoring Goran Honjek. What a great pass that time to Moser. I tell you, if the National Division wins this game, remember that save that Finnerty made at the 7-minute mark. Look at Honjek. Great composure. Perfect ball.
Easy pickings for Mark Moser as he gets his second 2-pointer of the game, giving him 4 points. Last year, Mark Moser had 129 points. He is on pace to shatter that mark already with 118, which ranks him number 6 in the league. There's a cannon
from the man with the hardest shot in the league, 66 miles an hour.
Again. One with each foot. Carbonera tried to play at the carriage, busted up by Honjek. Goran is starting to put a stamp on this game. Space, curls it, missed it wide. 2-point lead for the American.
Goran puts a stamp on almost every game he plays in.
Honjek with 52 goals this year. ranks him number 4. He's also got 47 assists, number 3. 143 points, number 3. There's the shots on goal.
Getting a little chippy out here, Ed.
Shots on goal, normally you get about 25, 26 shots a team, depending on how it goes, so a little above the norm. Antonio with a burst into space. Met by Haynes, cut it back. Played right side, Kevin Sloan. Sloan teed it up and scored!
Goose never saw that shot. He was screened by Bowers that time.
Second goal of the game for Kevin Sloan. Second assist of the game for Denzel Antonio.
That ball actually deflected off Bowers.
Kevin Sloan playing his first year in Baltimore after a few seasons with the Dayton Dynamo. A big trade for both organizations. And with that Sloan goal, we go to break.
Auditorium, the Americans have a 24-20 lead. I'm Greg Mace with Beef on Weck. This is a Buffalo tradition. It's roast beef on a salty roll, and they love it here. That's delicious. Unfortunately, Ed Nutt, this is the last one.
I'm jealous, Greg. Some guys get all the luck.
Those are good. Don't worry, I'm going to have some buffalo wings after this one.
I've never had one of those, and I'm interested to try, but he just took the last one, huh? Greg, save me a hunk. Under 5 minutes to play. The Nationals need to catch a little spurt here. We'll probably see some sixth attacker soccer before this is all over.
I'm sure Goose wouldn't mind.
Yeah, here's Haynes. Off the board. Oh, Mar just missed it. Marhetic had trouble with it a bit. Oh, there's a battle. Sloan and Bowers in the air. I tell you, you know, when a ball goes up in the air here at the odd, it's kind of an eerie situation. We're so high up, it's like it's coming right at you, then goes straight down.
Got the Bob Euchre seats up here.
Get that queasy feeling happening in your gut. Here's Marcelo. Carrera's had a good game. Goal and an assist for 3 points. He's had spurts where he has undressed players. Oh, great move. Hunyak got it into Kirk. He tried to get it around Scoop, but Boyaslav has been tough. Doherty chips it ahead. Fraser high. Over the head of everybody. Hunyak and Doherty battle. And Scoop comes out and whacks it away. Matty knows. Right footer! Scoop got just a piece of it and then dove on the rebound. .320 to go in the game. Matt Knowles run off the ball by Marinero. Onto the foot of Kirk. Joey Kirk taken down from behind. A penalty is going to be called against Marcelo Carrera. So the National Division has a chance to gain 2 points here. 1 on the shootout, 1 on the power play.
Yeah. And they also have the option of declining this penalty. I would think if you miss the shootout, you would want to decline the penalty being down by 4. If you make the shootout, put you down by 3, you can get back to 2 with the power play goal.
Marcelo Carrera will go off for the penalty. You got to look just prior to that at Joey Kirk. Kirk, a 28-year-old from California. He was a third-round pick of the Milwaukee Wave back in 1988. The shootout will be taken by Mark Moser. He's good at these. 5 seconds to score, worth 1 point. He right puts it home. And say, yeah, I had it. Missed it by that much.
Takes a lot of confidence. Moser's a left-sided player. All-star that he is, isn't afraid to put it home with the right foot. Outside of the right. And now the National Division really needs to convert this power play.
So they're within 3. The Nationals can only get 1 point in the next minute 55. how the Americans can score 2 or 3 point goals. So when if they don't score early, when the penalty is over, the National Division will only have about a minute to play.
And should they not score, I would assume that Zoran Savic will take a timeout and then get the 6th attacker on.
As we look at Marcelo Carrera in the penalty box for tripping.
Zoran, in fact, might have put himself out there for the 6th attacker, as he's been the MVP in 2 different All-Star games in this league.
We didn't have a chance to talk too much about the coaches early on. Here's Marhadek. It gets deflected home. Another deflected goal past Stanisic. That's worth a point. And now the Nationals within 2.
24-22. Can you say overtime, Ed?
OT, baby.
And that looks like the only way to beat Scoop is off deflections.
He has been solid. Marhadek will get the goal. It's a 1-point goal.
Otto came into this game as the all-time leader in points in All-Star games with 14. And not many games you'll shut down the Magic Man.
Right now, Zoran Karic would be the leader in that category. Karic tonight with 8 points, giving him a total of 22. Sloan with a full move toward goal and showing some great touch as well. Key for the National Division on that power play. Great ball. Moser moving in on his strong foot. Oh, he got a little too overpowered with that one.
Yeah, he didn't take the touch he wanted. That ball was running away from him.
Goran Hunyuk got the assist on Marhadek's goal. Coming up after the game, Sports Center. Scores and highlights of everything in the day of sports.
And here we go with Kim Runtved on for the 6th attacker.
Runtved, the player coach of the Wichita Wings.
And if you're the American Division, watch out for Runtved unloading that 3-pointer.
Change that Hunyuk assist to Runtved on the Marhadek goal. We got 2 Dickers and Scrappers and Moser and Wade down in the penalty area.
And we got Nationals. 2 coaches out top in Pato Marhadek and Kim Runtved.
Here's Moser battling for a ball, tries to pull his way through. Stanisic is there. Got it out to Marinero, held off Bowers nicely. Played it to Karic. Shoots and scores. Zoran Karic.
Record breaker.
With a powerful right foot. His 5th goal of the game. Give him 10 points, and Marinero with his 4th assist of the evening. The dynamic duo.
The Z-Man.
You got a non-goalie sitting back there.
One more look at it.
Marhadek came over to Mark Marinero. And that's a Zoran Karic dream right there. Zoran getting a word from Dave McWilliams. There you see the record.
Davey Mack telling him, anytime you want to come play in Baltimore, Z.
Here's my number. Well, there's a lot more of this great NPSL stuff heading your way as the league moves toward its playoffs that begin the first weekend in April, and we'll be right back here in the Odd next Sunday for the Canton Invaders and the Buffalo Blizzard.
Rudy and Randy, longtime Invader players. Marcelo, Denzo get a chance to go against their old team. They have just owned Canton the last couple years.
And if you like all this great stuff you're seeing, you'll see more of it on the official tape of the NPSL, Balls of Fire. There's the number to fire it up, 1-800-80-KICKS. Keep on all the fun.
Great tape. I'm looking forward to Balls of Fire, too.
Who isn't? On sale next year, Balls of Fire 2. Will Balls of Fire ever reach the Rocky stage where you'll be putting Roman numerals after it till we get to Balls of Fire 20. There's the story in the bottom right corner of your screen. The Nationals and 6th attacker Marhadek missed a pass, and Sloan with a 3-pointer. Great vision from Kevin Sloan, and that should about seal it. 29-22, Art. Very similar score.
Well, Jim Rudbed says, I've had enough of this six attacker.
Kevin Sloan now has 7 points. He's got a hat trick. Pair of 2-pointers and a 3-pointer.
Sloan really has come into his own this year with Baltimore.
He knew that Rudbed was sneaking up, got it under control, and fired it home.
These guys are all-stars. They don't miss those shots, Ed.
Sometimes in league play, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Like I said, not here. Rudbed. Randy Pikuzinski got that assist. Randy with 4 points.
Oh, the 2 picks.
Looking for more. Put it wide up, Rudy. Randy will hear about that pass. The Pikuzinskis. Let's take a look at what the Buffalo boys did tonight. Paul Doherty with a goal and 2 assists for 4 points. Rudy had a goal for 2 points. Randy had a goal and 2 assists for 4 points. Winning goalkeeper will be Scoop Stanisic.
What do you like for MVP, Ed?
I like Scoop. I like Scoop for MVP.
He played well. Assume it'll be either Scoop or Zoran.
2 goals scored. Scoop only 14 seconds left on the clock, and he loves it.
He loves this.
Man, oh man. They're up 7 points, and he's making sure nobody scores again.
I had a chance to watch the NBA All-Star game. What a difference in intensity.
Look at that.
Between these guys and what I saw there.
Another deflection in Stanisic. Goran Hunyek will get the goal. Says, I can't win. Every time they score, it's bouncing off somebody. But you're right there, Art. Sometimes, like the NBA, not going as hard. He's playing to the final buzzer.
The restart with Pato Marhetic, the all-time assist leader in the NPSL.
Hunyek with a great left-footed strike. Cabanera just missed, putting it away. 29-24 is your final, and that total of 53 points is the most points ever in an NPSL All-Star game. We had a ton of records broken this evening at the Odd in Buffalo. Want to say thank you for Greg Mace, who has been down helping us out, eating while we're not. Art Kramer, thanks again, Art. It's great to be in Buffalo for the NPSL All-Star game. This is Ed Vasinick saying so long. There's the final, 29-24, and stay tuned for Sports Center on ESPN.